Hey guys, thank you for joining me, and here we are on our brand new course. This is so exciting. Look, I'm getting ready to have my hit, but before I get out there, I just wanted to pass on a quick 2-minute tip to you. Listen, a lot of us, we love to get on the court and do the shot we know and love and are comfortable with over and over and over. But listen, being a good tennis player is kind of like being a good carpenter or a good mechanic or even like Batman. Every single one of these, they have a utility belt and they have to have a lot of tools in the belt or else they won't be successful. So I like to think of it like this. There's at least 5 controls that every player needs. Those are speed, spin, depth, direction, and height. An easy way to remember this is S2D2. I like to think of this as R2D2's brother. Any Star Wars fans there? S2D2 and add on an H. Speed, spin, depth, direction, and height. See, the best players, they don't just think of one, like direction. That's what new players do, which is completely fine if you're a new player. But the better you get, you start going direction plus height. And then the really good players go, all right, I'm going to hit it in that direction with that height with this spin. And then the best players, they start combining them all together. The better the player, the more they can manipulate each of those controls. Now, here's another part. Listen, I referred to Batman earlier because Batman's got that phenomenal tool belt. Listen, the person on the other side of the net is like a Superman. I don't care how good they are, every Superman has their kryptonite. In fact, let me tell you this quite embarrassing story here. I was a newer player. I was in a match. I was winning 4-1 or something like that. I was crushing those forehands. I was like, I just felt so good. My baseline game was on point. And then one time he drew me in. I think I hit a slice or something. This joker lobs that ball up. I go back for it and I crush it right into the net. And so my opponent had this bright idea. For the rest of the match, this dude sat back and launched those balls up. And guess what happened? This guy came back and won the match. I was so frustrated after. What's the point? Listen, your opponent might have a phenomenal forehand. They might have a phenomenal baseline game. But every player has a weakness in one of those 5 areas. See, the game of tennis is so much easier than people think. Listen, I am responsible for stocking up my tool belt. The better I am, the more tools I have. But listen, my opponent has a responsibility too, and they have to stock up their tool belt. My job is to figure out their kryptonite. And hopefully, if I find out what they don't like, I have the ability to exploit that over and over and over. Can somebody say Brad Gilbert winning ugly? Yes, that's the game of tennis. The pros do it, the college players do it, and we should do it too. So there's your tip. Next time you're out, S2D2, add on an H. Speed, spin, depth, direction, and height. Start working on those, and I promise you, your game will skyrocket. All right. Hey, thank you so much for watching on our brand new course. Because we have brand new courts, we're going to have a whole lot more videos coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Be sure and like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on court soon.